Scientists found your fear response can hit before your thoughts catch up. Your heart starts pounding, your skin tingles, and you haven't even had time to think. Why does just seeing a tarantula, when nobody's ever died from its venom, make your body freak out like you're facing something deadly? Is it the legs, the silence, or something you can't even see? Are we really scared of spiders? Or is there a hidden survival instinct at work that's older than you realize? Could your body be warning you about something you can't put into words? And what if this ancient fear is trying to protect you right now? Why did everything feel wrong the second I saw that tarantula? 0 people have died from tarantula venom. That's the first fact. Nobody. But when you spot one in real life, even across a room, your chest tightens, your hands feel stuck, and your brain completely ignores logic. Weird, right? You know it's not a killer. Still, everything feels wrong, like your body is shouting a warning before your brain even blinks. A 2017 study in Frontiers in Psychology proves spider fear hits the brain's fast fear path. That's not just talk. Your brain catches up after. No part wakes up later. You jump before you even understand what's happening. That's why the panic feels random and unfair. You're just standing there, but your body's acting like there's a snake at your feet. And tarantulas don't even move fast most of the time. They just sit, looking like big, fuzzy toys. They almost look gentle, but your panic shows up anyway. Your body acts like the thing is loaded with danger, and your mind just can't keep up. That gap between real risk and wild panic feels so strange. Darwin wrote way back in 1872 that humans are built to fear first and think later. Your brain doesn't care about being fair. It cares about being fast. It would rather throw 10 false alarms than miss the one moment that matters. So your body learned to sound the alarm right away, even if that alarm sometimes looks silly today. And then there's this. Tarantulas look slow, but somehow the fear doesn't match their movement. It feels unfair, like you've been tricked by your own biology. In 1907, scientist William Morton Wheeler said it's not the danger, but the shape and movement that freak people out. Too many legs, weird rhythm, and a face you just can't read. Your brain wants something familiar, but a tarantula gives you the opposite. Studies show it gets worse if the spider moves without making a sound. That combo, silent, slow, but unpredictable, triggers something deep in your brain. And you know what? Once that silence starts creeping in, your imagination runs wild, and a simple animal in a box suddenly feels like a threat hiding in the shadows. What's going on here? Why does a slow-moving spider flip your system so fast? How can something move so slow, but scare you so fast? Just seeing a spider photo bumps your heart rate up by 12 to 20 beats per minute. You don't even need it to move. That's real data. Your pulse goes wild, even if you're just staring at a picture. And if you're in the room with one, forget it. Your body is ready to sprint. In 2013, scientists tracked eye movement in spider fear studies. The fear actually spikes before the spider even moves. Just the shape and those 8 legs. Your brain lights up, alarms everywhere. Most animals walk on 2 or 4 legs. Tarantulas break every rule, 8 legs, all moving in pairs, looking completely wrong. Evolution loves patterns. Your mind is wired to spot normal stuff and feel safe. The minute something looks or moves differently, your brain throws up a wall. Even confident owners build routines around control. Double-latched lids, feeding tongs, no freehand rules. Calm doesn't mean casual. It means controlled. A breeder in Texas said, "They move slow, but when they move fast, it's all at once." That's the fact. Tarantulas can suddenly jump, way quicker than you think. Your mind is waiting for it every second, even if it never happens. The fear sits quietly, but it's always ready. It sticks with you. This tight feeling in your chest, even after you walk away. Your body remembers. And when the room gets dark or the house is quiet, it gets louder. But here's what nobody tells you. Why do people pretend they're not scared? Why does everyone act like tarantulas are calm when the truth is way messier? Why do people say they are calm when they clearly are not? In a 2019 exotic pet survey, 64% of owners called their spiders gentle, but 71% said they were scared if the spider escaped. Those numbers don't add up. People want to look cool, but their actions tell the truth. Most never even touch their tarantulas. They'll smile, talk about how chill their pet is. But when you look closer, you see distance, not trust. Tarantulas defend themselves with tiny hairs, not fangs. These hairs can cause rashes, burn your eyes. And in one 2006 case, a German zookeeper lost vision in one eye from those hairs. That's not calm. That's dangerous. So why call them gentle? Psychologists say it risks smoothing. You spend money, bring home a creepy pet, and your brain tries to make it seem safe. One guy on a forum said, I trust mine, but I still lock the room. Trust, but with locks on the door? Doesn't sound so safe now. And tarantulas don't like stress. Handle them too much, and they might bolt, flick hairs, or freeze up. So people keep their distance and call it respect. But if calm means don't get close, maybe what they really mean is, I'm scared too, but I won't admit it. It's like everyone's playing pretend. Owners, breeders, even zookeepers. But you can't fake your way out of fear. It always comes back, especially when you notice the next creepy detail. What is it about those legs that sends a shiver up your back? What is it about their legs that makes your skin crawl? A tarantula's legs use blood pressure, not muscles, to move. Even after they die, the legs can twitch for hours. That's real. Scientists filmed it in 2015. If that doesn't make you shudder, nothing will. Something about that unnatural movement just feels wrong. Their legs bend backwards, sideways, and in ways no human joint can copy. In 1929, psychologist Carl Dunlap said the fear comes from joint confusion. Your brain can't figure out what it's looking at, so it freaks out. Kids react before they even know the word spider. It's built in, not learned. Tiny hairs on the legs pick up every vibration, stuff you can't see, hear, or feel. Tarantulas can react to things that seem invisible to you, and that makes you feel left out and uneasy. Here's a wild one. If they lose a leg, they just grow it back. For people, losing a limb is a tragedy. For a spider, it's just Tuesday. All these weird facts stack up, and pretty soon every little movement feels bigger, closer, louder. That's when the thought hits. What if this thing gets loose and you're not ready? Imagine being in bed, house quiet, lights out. What happens if a tarantula escapes while you're asleep? What happens if one gets loose while you are asleep? Over 300 tarantulas escaped in the UK in 1 year, most during feeding. That's a real stat. Hundreds got out in just 12 months. Tarantulas love to hunt at night, which is the exact time you're trying to sleep. Where do they hide? Warm, soft places, your shoes, under your bed, in your pillowcase. In 2009, a man in Australia found his tarantula in his pillow. No bite, just pure shock. He said, I never slept right again. The fear sticks, even if nothing actually happened. The bites are rarely deadly, but the pain can last for days. There's also the Brazilian wandering spider, real hospitals, real danger. Even if it's not deadly, the worry doesn't go away. Some owners lose hundreds of dollars when their pet gets out and dies from the cold. But the money isn't what keeps you up. It's knowing you lost control. Your house, your safe space, suddenly feels invaded. You're supposed to relax at night, but your brain's on high alert. And when your sleep gets ruined, fear takes a new shape. And here's the twist. What if the real risk isn't the bite at all? What if the most dangerous part is something nobody talks about? What if the bite is not the worst part at all? Tarantula hairs can cause eye ulcers and even need surgery. That's from a 1983 medical study. The real danger isn't always the bite. Those tiny hairs float in the air, and you can breathe them in. They can trigger asthma, burn your skin, and send you to the doctor, just from cleaning the cage. One owner said, "I wore goggles after learning the hard way." Safety isn't something people start with. They learn it when it's too late. Fear goes deeper than pain. Long-term worry can mess with your heart, ruin your sleep, and slowly drain you. Some people buy tarantulas to look brave, but deep down, they're just dealing with new fears. Here's a hidden problem. Most vets won't touch spiders. If your pet gets sick, you're stuck. You have to figure things out on your own, and that makes even small problems feel huge. Every risk feels bigger when help is out of reach. It makes you wonder, if nothing about them is normal, why do people keep calling them just pets? Maybe it's time to question what normal even means. So now you're thinking, wait a second, nothing about tarantulas follows the usual pet rules. Why do they always break the mold? Wait, why does nothing about them follow normal rules? Tarantulas can go months without eating, and during molting, sometimes a year. Owners panic, thinking something's wrong, but spider experts say that's just how they are. Still, you can't shake the feeling that something is off. When they molt, they turn soft and helpless. If you touch them at the wrong time, it can kill them. In 2018, a keeper lost a spider just from noise during a molt. Normal pets bounce back, but these ones are fragile in a way that doesn't match their scary look. Tarantulas have been around 150 million years, before flowers, before birds, way before people. One biologist said, they survived by being unreadable. That's the word, unreadable. Humans want to understand things, see faces, read emotions. Spiders give you nothing. Every time you think you get it, the tarantula does something new and unpredictable. They don't care if you feel safe. They follow rules that don't make sense to you. The more you look, the more you notice just how different they really are. And once you see how deep the differences go, you can't help but ask yourself, why is this fear so strong? And does it actually have a purpose? And what if this fear actually exists for a real reason? Spider fear shows up in every culture, even in places where spiders never hurt anyone. It doesn't matter if you've never been bitten or even seen a big spider. Your body is still on edge. That suggests the fear is older than any bedtime story. Every weird spider trait, silent movement, bursts of speed, those itchy hairs, their nighttime habits, presses the same old buttons in your brain. You might laugh, but your body treats it like a real signal. Not because the spider's a monster, because your nervous system hates surprises you can't read. Brain scans show spider fear uses the same shortcut as snake fear. It's not about what you think, it's about what your body knows before you even get a chance to argue. You don't have to panic, but maybe respecting that fear is just smart. Lock the cage, wear goggles. Take care, not chances. If you think you're over it, remember, sometimes the real story isn't about the spider at all. It's about the message your body's trying to send you. And maybe, just maybe, the most bizarre thing isn't the tarantula at all. It's how your own body reacts. Why does your gut know the answer before your brain? Maybe the strangest part was never the spider sitting there. What's really strange is how specific the reaction is. Your eyes don't scan a tarantula like they scan a dog or a cat. They lock onto the legs first. The shape is busy, the edges are fuzzy, and your brain can't find a clean outline to label as safe. That uncertainty hits like static in your head. You're not just scared of the spider. You're tense because your brain can't predict it. And when something feels unreadable, your body treats it like a problem you should solve fast. Maybe that's the real secret. It's not about being tough or pretending. It's about noticing the early warning system inside you. It's about respecting how fast your body is at keeping you safe. You're always one step behind your own reflexes, chasing a signal you didn't ask for but still need. Looking back, you realize your body reacted first. But that's not the end. There's one more layer hiding under it all. If your body knows fear before your brain, how deep does it really go? Is it possible your fear started before you were even born? Because your fear might be older than your first memory. Kids get scared of spiders before they can talk. That's a proven fact. Scientists have seen babies react with fear to spider shapes, even if nobody ever taught them what a spider was. The alarm is built in. Some researchers think it's not even fear at first. It's attention. Your brain flags spider shapes as high priority, like a red notification you can't swipe away. That's why your eyes keep checking the corners, the floor, the shadows near the tank. It's not a choice. Your focus gets hijacked, and once your attention is trapped, your body follows it. Tight chest, shallow breathing, that weird heat on your skin. You can outgrow some fears or hide them, but the wiring stays. It's not about one bad night or one creepy bug. It's about thousands of years of survival built into your body. You pay attention, you act, and you stay safe. And if you're still wondering why nothing about tarantulas ever feels normal, maybe it's because you're still carrying the oldest software in the world, a system that worked before you even knew you needed it. So when you feel the urge to jump back, lock the door, or check your shoes, don't be embarrassed. That's your body looking out for you. The fear isn't going anywhere. And maybe, just maybe, that's what keeps you safe. Something about this fear just sticks, right? If you want to see more stories that mess with what you thought was normal, tap the next video. You don't want to miss what's next.